rioters and other kind of rioters.
Get away! I could be at work, in school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo.
Whoa.
Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit
That's
on.
that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. All right, guys, so haven't been live for a while. Had my live privileges revoked, as you guys know. Been fighting that ever since. Still not allowed to go live on X, but we got YouTube, we got Kick, and we've got Twitch to rely on. So thought I'd just go live and give you guys a few stories. The one that I really wanted to cover was the Davian Thomas story, and this is a 8-year-old black kid who was shot and killed with a stray bullet, and it's just absolutely bananas what we have going on in the community. So man, we definitely have to cover this. Let's see. I mean, we got protests coming from this shooting, so that's pretty interesting. But not really any changing going on. Okay, so let's actually go to this story here. This is honestly the only real coverage that I've seen of this shooting. So we will check it out, and hopefully we'll get some more details. Shout out to Big Ben 1986. He says, where you been? I mean, I've been posting the premieres. I just haven't been able to go live until now. So got my live privileges back. I have been posting premieres though. I got one premiere we actually have shows every day, 9 p.m. So the premieres are posting daily at 9 p.m. You just got to turn the post notifications on, the bell, because I'm severely shadow banned. So you can either become a member or you can click on the bell or whatever you want to do to keep up with the videos. But we do have daily posts going up. We've got a story of a 10-year-old black girl who was shot and killed at Sonic while waiting in the car. While her parents were working a shift, it appears. And then we did a story yesterday on an interracial murder. This brother named Kayshawn A. Rice was arrested on second-degree murder charges of Janae Ozier. So we've been posting daily content on the premieres, like the uploads, but obviously we haven't been going live, so maybe that's what you haven't seen. Anyways, let's get into this breakdown here. Let's talk about it.
72 hours after an 8-year-old boy was shot and killed, school and community leaders are calling for increased accountability.
News 2's Sarah Gray Barr spoke to a mother of a child lost to violence and the East Baton Rouge school superintendent.
Michael, Sylvia, Superintendent Lamont Cole says it's a sad day when children can't play outside safely. One victim's mother, Ty Tolliver, says when she learned of this latest shooting, it hit too close to home. Two different scenes, two different children killed in shootings. East Baton Rouge School Superintendent Lamont Cole says it doesn't matter whether either child attended his schools. Both are tragic losses for this community.
In my mind, they all are my students if they live in the city of Baton Rouge.
So while 8-year-old Davian Nicholas attended Sharon Hills Elementary briefly, and 10-year-old Kimani Thomas attended a different school system, Cole says the violence impacts all.
It's becoming a serious challenge when our young people under the age of 11, under the age of 10, can't even go outside and play or can't sleep in their homes or can't sleep in their bed without fear that they may lose their life.
Sentiments echoed by a mother who lost her son in a similar way.
Just a correction, I actually misspoke. I was saying Davian Thomas. I don't know where I got the Thomas. I got him mixed up with the other girl, but it's actually Davian Nicholas. So I do want to correct that for the record. Davian Nicholas is the 8-year-old boy who was actually killed. And then the Thomas girl, that was the one who lost her life at the Sonic. So just wanted to clear that up for all you guys there in the chat. Sorry.
You can't even sleep in your house at night peacefully, in peace.
Her child, Devin Page Jr., shot in his bed by a stray bullet that broke through the window next to him.
My first thought was the mother. Lord, another mother has to go through the same thing. Here it is going on for me. It would be 4 years next month. It's still fresh because you relive it every day.
Tolliver wants community leaders to create a safe haven for children and hold those who choose to put others at risk by firing bullets even more accountable than current law allows.
That another child's life is just taken over whatever issue that had nothing to do with him.
But we have to work with our community partners, law enforcement, the DA's office, the judges, the counselors,
And, you know, unfortunately, we just continue to hear the same things. And we're not getting any different results. So it very much seems repetitive when we keep covering stories like this. And especially when you got young kids who are involved or become victims of these shootings. It hits home, and it hits pretty hard. And, you know, the empty promises of reaching out to politicians and all that kind of stuff, it just kind of falls on deaf ears when you've got so much of this violence and bloodshed going on in these streets. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Any nonprofit or organization who wants to participate in having those conversations, what do we do? How do we respond? And we have to think about how do we prevent.
Tolliver says she'll continue to fight for justice for the person charged in Devin's killing, a process that continues to this day despite Devin's death almost 4 years ago. EBR Schools has made support staff and resources available to students in the wake of Nicholas's death. Sylvia, Michael.
Imagine being able to.
All right, so I mean that's a pretty heavy intro into this whole thing. And let's see. Just want to make sure. Okay. Just had to change some of these thumbnails up a little bit. But yeah, pretty heavy intro into this story. The community is looking pretty cooked right now. Although national crime, if you want to look at it nationally, as far as the numbers go, it has gone down since 2024, or sorry, 2024, compared to 2025. So, I mean, we can take that as a positive. I do take it as a positive. I take it as a win, but these individual stories, when you look at them individually, they still hit hard, and it has hit the community pretty hard as well. So let's check out community reaction to this 8-year-old boy shot and killed by a stray bullet.
We were playing basketball, and we all came inside to go get some water, just hydrate, get back playing. And we just heard gunshots.
Families tonight still reeling after a child.
Damn, so he was shot and killed playing basketball by a stray bullet. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Shot and killed. This happened just 24 hours ago in Baton Rouge. An 8-year-old boy playing basketball in his own neighborhood, gunned down in someone else's fight. Our Ethan Huddle spoke to one of the child's friends and has the latest on the investigation that led to 4 arrests.
There's one last player here on San Juan Drive today as 8-year-old Davian Nicholas was right behind me shooting hoops with his friends before investigators say he was struck by gunfire.
We just all gather around, be friends, and we just shoot some hoops.
Kyle Pryor is trying to make sense out of a Sunday mired by violence. What was supposed to be a fun day of basketball with neighborhood friends turned tragic when Nicholas was shot and died at the hospital. He was playing basketball right here. Investigators say a shootout between 2 groups occurred, striking 8-year-old Davian Nicholas, a bystander on San Juan Drive.
When the gunshots rang, we thought the mom had got hit because she was in the grass, but it was actually the child. She was holding the child.
Pryor is still playing, trying to keep his head up, but he misses his friend.
I was just surprised because we were just playing basketball with him, and now it just happened.
24 hours after the shooting, the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office arrested 4 suspects. Jeremiah Scott, Jeremiah Walter, and Everett Chambers are all accused of first-degree murder.
Damn. So this definitely looked like a rough group, a rough crowd. All of them kind of got a little head tilt, just a slight tilt to the left. Let you know them niggas crazy. It's just like, damn. What the hell is going on in the community? What is pushing these YNs to go and crash out to this degree? I don't understand. Like, these niggas got no chill whatsoever. You just gonna get in a shootout in a random neighborhood, don't know what you shooting at, don't know what you got going on. I mean, it's careless, it's pathetic, it's ridiculous, but this is what we've been dealing with for the longest, man.
The 4th suspect, Hunter Callaghan, faces principal first-degree murder. Sheriff Sid Gotro issued the following statement on this tragedy, saying, quote, "A group of young men chose to settle an argument with gunfire in a neighborhood where families live and children should be safe. Because of that reckless and violent decision, an innocent 8-year-old child, Davian Nicholas, lost his life."
We're used to just having fun all the time.
Fran Netter, Pryor's mother, plans on hugging her son extra tight tonight and reminding him a message she's told him 1,000 times.
to have that conversation of being mindful regarding their surroundings. If something seems odd, something seems fishy, go to cover.
Neighbors, again, just emphasizing how tragic this moment was. One woman I talked with today saying that she'll never forget the moment of hearing Davian's mother scream as she held her son's body. Now, Ethan Tuttle for WAFB 9 News.
That's a really tough one there, Ethan. Thank you. Affidavits show that leading up to that shooting, arguments escalated throughout the day. Bonds have not been set for the 4 men arrested.
So they don't have a bond set. Hopefully they don't qualify for one. On first-degree murder charges, you got an 8-year-old killed. They're saying arguments escalated into the shooting. Still not enough justification for, it's just like, bro, do y'all have no sense of awareness? No sense of just the impact that you're going to have by shooting randomly at each other? None of them got hit neither. And I'm not sure if all 4 of them were shooting at each other, or there's one side on here, one side on there. Don't really know the details of that. Maybe they were one side shooting at another side and their side got caught. I don't know. But it's just absolutely insane what we have going on in the community. And it's unacceptable. And it's just, we got to start spreading awareness. We got to start speaking up. See some, say some type mentality. But unless we're just okay with this situation here, where on any given Sunday, literally, you can have an 8-year-old black kid shot and killed while playing basketball.
Meanwhile, the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office says 4 people are now under arrest in the shooting death of an 8-year-old. San Juan Drive, an argument there, San Juan Drive, Saturday night turned into a shootout, and Davian Nicholas was hit by gunfire and later died at the hospital. Investigators say Jeremiah Scott and Everett Chambers fired the shots, and they, along with Hunter Callaghan and Jeremiah Walter, are facing first-degree murder-related charges in this particular matter. Sheriff Sid Gotro calls it a heartbreaking and senseless tragedy and urges everybody with information to reach out to Crime Stoppers to assist in this process.
Wow. So just a short kind of breakdown of the location that this shooting took place. We got another news clipping of this, and then we'll move on to our next story. So let's keep pushing.
Good evening. 4 people are in custody tonight accused in the shooting death of an 8-year-old last night.
21-year-old Jeremiah Scott, 25-year-old Jeremiah Walter, 21-year-old Everett Chambers are charged with first-degree murder. Investigators believe Scott fired the shots. They killed Davian Nicholas. 22-year-old Hunter Callaghan faces principal to first-degree murder charges. News 2's Sarah Graybar spoke to neighbors after the shooting who say they never expected the violence this close to home.
Michael, Sylvia, yesterday, 8-year-old Davian Nicholas died in a shootout when suspects on foot exchanged gunshots with the group in a passing car. Bullets hit Nicholas only yards away from his front door. A neighborhood mom told me the shooting took away her community's innocence. Monday morning, 10-year-old Caden Hodges and his brothers played a round of hoops, much like they played here Sunday afternoon with their neighbor, 8-year-old Davian Nicholas, who lived down the street just hours before his death.
Got a little sad because they just came over here and just shot for no reason.
Caden and his brothers had just gone inside their home to get water and cool off when they heard the gunfire.
I thought it was my brother's kicking the wall or something until I heard it again. So I was like, what's going on?
And I hear like 4 or 5 shots. And then that's when I just came back outside, and we just we seen his mother in the grass. And so we were thinking that his mother had got shot.
The sheriff's office says an argument between 2 groups led to the shooting. 8-year-old Davian, a bystander, caught in the crossfire. Neighbors tell me Davian was just trying to get home. The shooting left Fran Netter, mom of these 3 boys, shaken and scared.
When I received the news that the baby died, it just brought tears to my eyes. And I literally sat there and cried.
Netter fears the impact this kind of violence has on her neighborhood and the children.
But yesterday, I think, was a day that no one expected. They were all out here just innocently having fun and playing basketball.
Despite the arrest today of 4 men, the sheriff's office says the shooting is still under investigation. In the newsroom, Sarah Graybar, WBRZ News 2.
Damn. So after all that BS, you got an 8-year-old boy shot and killed, never coming back. I just want to show you guys this kid's face, kid's smile. He was full of life. It's just a shame. Just a shame. And at 9 p.m., we have another story coming up of a 10-year-old girl who was shot and killed by her sibling while they were in the car. And it was an accident, apparently. But the parents were at Sonic doing a shift. They were working a shift, left their kids in the car, I guess because they couldn't get a babysitter. They working the shift. Next thing you know, one kid grabs a gun, shoots his sister, and you got a dead girl in the car. And the parents aren't being charged. I definitely think there should be some accountability held, but would need a little more details on that. But like I said, RIP to Davian Thomas. Didn't deserve, oh, sorry, I keep saying Davian Thomas. Davian Nicholas didn't deserve, being shot and killed while shooting hoops with his friends in the neighborhood, man. It's just, whew, it's scary and it's crazy, man. And it's super sad for the family that has to bury him. So let's move on to the next story. We got Alan Russell, and this one is going to be crazy. This is a brother from New Jersey, 61 years old, and this man was shot and killed, and he is family members to a Von Stewart, and the Von Stewart man, who is 37 years old, went and killed his in-laws, essentially. So Alan Russell, Michelle Russell, and then you have the Von Stewart, the man who ultimately self-deleted. Just a crazy story. A murder, self-deletion, triple homicide is what they're calling it. And I guess it is triple homicide, but one of them is a self-deletion. So let's listen up to these gruesome details here.
In New Jersey right now, investigations underway after 3 people were found shot to death inside of a home, and police say the man who shot them ended up taking his own life.
News 4's Adam Harding is live in Berkeley Township. And Adam, you just learned some new information on this case.
We just got some horrific details just within the last few minutes here, where investigators are really piecing together what exactly unfolded in this quiet neighborhood behind us here in Berkeley Township. And the details that are now being released are simply awful. This all coming from the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office. They have now identified the victims killed. The first is 61-year-old Alan Russell, as well as his wife, 60-year-old Michelle Russell, and their daughter, 38-year-old Deanna Stewart.
Oh, so the daughter was killed too. So it was, I guess, 4 people killed in total. Triple homicide, 1 self-deletion. Sheesh, man. Community is on fire, man. I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's a sad, horrible thing. But people are just being set off by the simplest thing. They're not able to set aside differences. It's just violence first, ask questions later.
According to investigators, the suspect here has been identified as 37-year-old Vaughn Stewart. According to investigators, they say Vaughn Stewart and one of the victims were parents to 3 children and had been living separately. They say, according to their investigation, the suspect entered the home here along Fairwood Drive at around 5 this morning, shot and killed Mr. and Mrs. Russell. Those are the parents in their 60s. It goes on to say he then followed the other victim, his estranged mother of the children, Miss Stewart, 38-year-old Deanna Stewart, down the street, firing multiple times and killing her. Inside the home, according to investigators, after all of this was happening, were the 3 children unharmed. We're told that they are minors. Those children were unharmed. And investigators say after those 3 people were shot, then the suspect, Vaughn Stewart, went into the home again and turned the gun on himself. Now, originally, we're told he survived that shooting. He was taken to a nearby medical center in Toms River, but late this morning was pronounced dead. So at this point, we have 4 people dead, including the accused shooter. The victims right now identified as 38-year-old Deanna Stewart and her parents, Alan Russell and Michelle Russell, both of them in their 60s. And again, the suspect and the victim had 3 children who were inside the home. Now, Fairwood Drive behind us here has been swarming with police. The neighborhood remains blocked off. Not clear right now how long that will last. But this update coming in just minutes ago for a horrific crime that stretched across this neighborhood, leaving 4 people dead.
Damn.
Something's back to you in the studio.
Damn. So this guy, Vaughn Stewart, completely crashed out. And so we do have images of Alan Russell, which I'll show you Alan here. This is one of the deceased in-laws, Alan Russell. Then we got Deanna Stewart, who was the wife, I believe. So here's the wife. And I don't have an image of Vaughn. I don't have an image yet, but we will continue to look for that. I don't have an image of the Russell matriarch, so might come across that as well. But I'm really interested in the suspect's image. But it's just a very horrible story. I mean, you got 3 people shot and killed. Over what, man? Over what? The fact that you just can't walk away? And these domestic incidents have been killing the community. No pun intended. It's really bad. And apparently they had 3 kids. So that's something. Let's keep going.
911, where's your emergency?
I am shot. In the house, man.
You have what?
On this desperate call to 911, Alan Russell pleads for help after getting shot with screams heard in the background.
Damn.
Hello?
One day after the triple murder-suicide rocked this Berkeley Township neighborhood, part of Fairwood Drive remained taped off. An active crime scene investigation still underway.
Alan was the best of men. I know my entire office is at a huge loss of missing him.
Quinn Gunderson worked with Alan Russell at the State Department of Children and Families. He was shot and killed early Tuesday morning, along with his wife, Michelle, and their daughter, Deanna Stewart. Prosecutors say Deanna's estranged husband, Vaughn Stewart, chased her down the street, fired multiple shots, then ultimately used the gun to take his own life. Police found the couple's 3 young children inside the house unharmed. Their parents and grandparents, though, suddenly gone.
I'm so sad for them, but thanks God, they're nothing happened to them.
The kids are now in the care of the same child welfare agency where Alan Russell was a caseworker.
Damn.
Gunderson set up.
Now that's crazy. So he made the kids orphans for real, and they go into the agency that Alan Russell worked for. Man.
This online fundraiser to help cover funeral expenses for Alan, his wife and daughter, and to support the children.
We will be there for them.
The police came here like last year maybe, and they took a man.
According to court records, Vaughn Stewart was arrested just last month for making a death threat in a domestic violence case out of Union County. Yana and the 3 children were living with her parents prior to the murders. In a statement, DCF described Alan Russell as a dedicated public servant who positively affected the lives and trajectories of families in his community.
He cared about children. He cared about the parents that were struggling. He believed that people can change and be better for themselves and for their families.
Records show police responded to the house multiple times over the past few years for domestic violence incidents. A law enforcement source tells me Deanna Stewart had also taken out a restraining order.
Well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Against the father of their 3 children. In Berkeley Township, I'm Ted Greenberg, NBC 10 News.
So she took out a restraining order. Still didn't amount to a hill of beans. Wow. That sucks, man. That is a bummer, man. The police are dropping the ball when these people are putting out the restraining orders. I mean, how do you really enforce that unless you put the dude on an ankle monitor? I mean, seriously.
With that horror in New Jersey, though, and neighbors along Fairwood Drive in Berkeley Township say they woke up to the sound of gunshots around 5 this morning.
And when police arrived, they found 3 people shot, killed by a gunman who then turned the gun on himself. 3 children in the house were not injured.
New Jersey reporter Tony Yates live at the scene with new information and how all of this unfolded. Tony?
We are in the Bayville section of Berkeley Township. It's a beachside community. We've met a lot of retirees out here. They tell us it's usually a very quiet, very peaceful place, except for this morning when all of that gunfire woke them up.
I heard around probably 4:45, some like about 6 shots, like bang, 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 bang. But then at around 5:04 is when I really heard bang, 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 like it was gonna come through to my house and I didn't know where it was coming from.
In fact, Ashley's doorbell camera recorded the sound of the gunfire, the loudest.
It's unbelievable. I pray for the families and the victims involved.
Police spent all afternoon at the home on Fairwood Drive, where the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office says the suspect fatally shot 3 people before turning the gun on himself, taking his own life. Gunfire before dawn woke up several nearby neighbors.
We heard multiple gunshots. And I mean, I thought it was fireworks, to be honest with you. Turning out to what it is really unfortunate, you know.
Our law enforcement sources tell us this was a couple going through a divorce or recently divorced, that the husband came to his in-laws' home, shot them and...
Dang. So they were going through a divorce or recently divorced and he crashed out.
His ex-wife dead, again turning the gun on himself. He was rushed to Community Medical Center in Toms River, where hours later he was pronounced dead. We are hearing that the couple's children are in police protection.
We don't really know the people over there, but it's so sad to hear, you know, that it's very tragic.
It's a sad situation because this is not a town that you expect any of this to happen.
And late this afternoon, the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office did release the names of those who were involved. The homeowners were 61-year-old Alan Russell, his wife, 60-year-old Michelle Russell, and their 38-year-old daughter, Deanna Stewart, and her ex-husband, the suspected shooter, was 37-year-old Vaughn Stewart of Maplewood, New Jersey. And so with this tragic ending, there are now 3 siblings who must spend the rest of their lives without the people who love them most. For now, we're live in the Bayville section of Berkeley Township. Tony Yates, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Damn. No, that's nuts, man. These dudes are crashing out, bro. Crashing the hell out over a failed relationship, man. This is why the red pill is so important. Dude had one itis.
Our top story, 4 people, including a suspect, are dead after an early morning shooting in Berkeley Township. Let's get things right over to News 12 New Jersey's Jim Murdoch. He's been at the scene all day and joins us now with the latest this evening. Jim?
Eric, just a lot of new information coming on about this triple homicide here. And bear with me, as a lot of this information I am now seeing for the first time. We now have the names of the victims confirmed. Killed are 61-year-old Alan Russell, his wife, 60-year-old Michelle Russell, and their daughter, 38-year-old Deanna Stewart of Berkeley Township. The shooter has been identified as 37-year-old Vaughn Stewart of Maplewood. According to police, Vaughn entered the home and shot Mr. and Mrs. Russell. Vaughn then chased Deanna down the street, fired multiple shots, and killed her about 50 yards away from the home. Now, she also lived here with her parents and 3 minor children. Vaughn and Deanna were the parents of those 3 children. They had been living separately. This all happened just after 5 a.m. as most neighbors were still sleeping or just waking up. The shooting happening here along Fairwood Drive. At least 8 shots in all were fired, some of them captured on Ring video.
Your victim's going to be at number 8.
Damn, they got the Ring doorbell video images. Sheesh.
Fairwood Drive. That's not secure as well, so just stay where you're at.
I heard pop, 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 pop.
Terrifying moments witnessed by neighbors. The response captured on Broadcastify.
You're getting medics from Lakehurst.
Within seconds, 3 lives gone. The shooter then ending his own.
All you hear is bang, 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 bang. And I literally just grabbed my daughter and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on?
We were laying in bed and out of nowhere, there was just rapid, consistent echoing. Of course, we know it's gunfire now.
Stunned neighbors trying to make sense of the early morning tragedy. Neighbors like Ashley, who moved here for the quiet. Your first instinct was to
just put my body over my daughter and hold her because I didn't know where the gunshots were coming from. They were so loud.
The Ocean County Prosecutor's Office confirmed 3 victims were fatally shot, and the shooter died at a local hospital of self-inflicted injuries. The scene remained secured throughout the day, with police telling people there were no threats to the public.
I didn't know where it was coming from, if it was going to stop. My whole body just was shaking.
Sheesh.
And again, new information coming in. According to police, they were just arriving on the scene shortly after Vaughn shot and killed Deanna, again, about 50 yards away from the home. And as he was making his way back inside the home, that's when police heard an additional gunshot outside. That is the moment police say that Vaughn took his own life. Again, a very tragic situation here in the Bayville section of Berkeley Township. 3 people, parents and a daughter, are dead. The shooter, an ex-husband, now also dead. We're live in Ocean County. Jim Murdoch, News 12, New Jersey.
Wow. Nuts. So just completely nuts, man. Community's on fire. We had an 8-year-old, then we had a triple homicide. Dude killed his ex-wife and in-laws. When does the bloodshed stop? But I think those 2 are going to be good to hold us over. We got another premiere at 9 p.m. I'm trying to do these little rapid-fire lives so I can get out more stories because, there's a lot of stories that fall through the cracks and I'm not able to get just because I'm only posting 1 video a day. But I'm going to try and get more of these rapid fire live streams in. Shout out to you guys in the chat, Misto1510, Gen Z is God, GT308, Hot Black Desiato, The Urban Landlord, Mike Durden, and Big Ben. Shout out to you guys for joining the stream. You already know what it is, man. Make sure you comment after the video ends. Like the video after it ends. It really helps in the algorithm. But, hey, man, be safe out here because these super gremlins are on demon time.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place.
And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jinquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jinquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.